Okay, lesson 8, pages 46 to 51. The van burst through the atmosphere and into the darkness beyond as the blue and green surface of Earth curved below them. Ha! I told you the Earth wasn't flat, Thales, crowded Alexander, pressing his nose to the window while Thales stared out the window moodily, trying to hide that he was upset. The farther the van flew, the rounder Earth appeared, until soon it was a beautiful blue and green ball, glowing in the darkness. It's a sphere! Aristotle shouted, waving his arms in the air. It's not a cylinder, Anaximander, it's a sphere, just as I thought. Anaximander, distraught, burst into tears, so Jess handed him a tissue. Meanwhile, the van rocketed onward toward the moon. I don't believe it, Copernicus said. The moon has a rough surface. My goodness, I always thought it was smooth, said Aristarchus as he peered over Copernicus's shoulder, like a gemstone. So did I, and Aristotle said, and they all nodded in agreement. Finally, they agree about something, said Layla to Jess as they joined the astronomers at the window. Come and look, Galileo, said Copernicus. The moon appears to be very rough. Oh, I don't need to, Galileo boasted. You see, my telescope told me that the moon was rough years ago. As they passed Mars, Layla turned the steering wheel toward the vast reddish planet up ahead. Let's take a little detour, she said. Goodness me, can that be Jupiter? Asked Aristarchus. In 1610, my telescope identified 4 moons orbiting Jupiter, boasted Galileo, suddenly having a run of being right. That's impossible, said Aristotle with a scorn, because everything orbits Earth. Look at the great red spot on Jupiter, said Jess, trying to avoid yet another argument breaking out. It's a huge storm that's been raging for hundreds of years. Oh, said the astronomers in unison. They stared at the swirling storm on Jupiter's surface as the van hurtled past it, toward the farthest planets of the solar system. Everyone gasped at the beautiful rings around Saturn and Uranus, and the sun grew smaller and smaller in the vast blackness of the universe. And that's the end of our solar system, said Layla. Layla announced to the astronomers when the cloudily blue surface of Neptune came into view. We hope you enjoyed your trip through space. Ah, the astronomers said the astronomers in disappointment. Well, it's not quite the end, said Jess. There did used to be a planet called Pluto beyond Neptune, but in 2006 it was reclassified as a dwarf planet instead. Poor Pluto, said Aristotle. Imagine not being a proper planet. I imagine it's a bit like not being a proper astronomer, Galileo muttered, not quite under his breath, looking at Aristotle. Aristotle folded his arms and glared at Galileo. For the last time, everything orbits Earth, he said. I'm sorry to disappoint you, Aristotle, Layla said. But you are wrong, and I think I can prove it. Now I hope everybody is ready because you're going to love this. And with that, Layla reached down with one foot and pressed the gas pedal, shooting the van way beyond the solar system.